Brian with Anchor Pest Defense here. Thought I'd make a short video. Gotten several questions this week about flying ants inside of people's homes. And I thought it'd be a good idea to just kind of break down what that means. What are flying ants and how can you fix the problem? So let's start with, what are flying ants? Swarmers are also called. So they're princess and princesses. So typically in an ant colony, you have 3 castes consisting of soldiers, workers, and the queen. When a colony has gotten so big that it can't expand any further, the queen will decide to start producing swarmers or alates. These are the princes and princesses that will go out, seek out new areas, and make new colonies. So that's what they are. Why do you have them in your house? Well, there could be several reasons. One, there could be a nest really close, and at night you had a window slightly open, a light on inside of that house, and they were attracted to it. Came to your window and tried calling inside of your window. In that case, you only get a few of them inside your home. 2, 3, maybe 6. If you start to see a dozen or more inside of your home, that likely means that you have a colony within your home. It's most likely been building for several years. Typically what people will tell me is, oh yeah, I've seen ants in my kitchen here and there over the last few years. And I just put this cinnamon out or did this DIY and it took care of it, and I didn't have the problem the rest of the summer, but it came back the next summer and the next summer and the next summer. And that's typically what happens. Not always, but typically what happens is that colony is building and building and building, and you're pushing it back each year, but not really killing the whole colony. You're just killing the ones that are coming close to the house. Once you've got swarmers, unfortunately, you're past the DIY phase. You're going to have to call a professional, have them come out and take care of it. And typically it only takes one treatment. If it takes more than one, I would be questionable. I'd ask your technician why it's going to take more than one. And a little information about how a typical pest professional will treat this type of problem. Most of the time on the inside of the house, they're going to use a repellent product or a product that will take care of the issue that you have on the inside and get rid of it pretty quickly. And likely they'll try to find where it's coming from, whether it be inside or outside, and they're going to use closer to the nest or colony or on the trails, they're going to use an invisible product that does not repel. And that's what you want. You want them to be able to walk through the product and carry it back to the colony so that you can eradicate the entire colony. And you don't have that issue coming up next year and the year after and it start building up again. We want to eradicate the whole colony. So typically they should be using an invisible, non-detectable product. If you have any questions about this or want some advice or have questions about other things within pest control, feel free to post below. I'm going to try to do this on a regular basis and see if I can answer some questions for you guys, common DIY stuff. I guess that's it. Talk to you guys later. Bye-bye.